Okay. Oops. Hi, Instagram. Hi, TikTok. Hi, YouTube. Hello. Hi, David, Christopher, Kelly. How y'all doing? Official Mill. Verna. Hi. These Jezebels, baby Empress. How you doing? Adrian, Destiny, Slim. Hey, Slim. Hey, boo. Thank you, Norton. How you doing? Thank you so much for that gift. Hi, Mario. Let's see who else is on here. Kivo, hey, boo. Nikki. Miss Cheeky, what up, Cheeky? Hey, Happy. Let's see who else up here. Sam, Beloved. Q Band, hey, boo. Miss Emma. Kelly, Brittany, Darla, hi. Thank you, baby. Baby Empress. The real Shondell. Hey, boo. Gotta keep it light, you know? Hey, official. Hey, Therese. Robin, Michelle, Sensei. Okay. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all keep me going. Miss Emmy, hey, boo. Journey, hey, boo. Mickey. All right, let's get into it. Trayvon. Trayvon or Trayvon? All right, let's get into it. So, welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Z. Here today, a read for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hi, collective, my beautiful, handsome, divine collective. How y'all doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. One more, or two more times, sorry. Okay, two more times. Flowers, flowers, flowers. One more time. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hey, Christopher. To book a private reading with me or to shop in my store, all that information is in the description box below. Okay, hope you guys are having a phenomenal Sunday wherever you are in the world. Okay, it could be morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, wherever you are in this beautiful world here. I hope you guys are having a great one. Okay, so hey RW. So let's get into this channel read here. Channel read here is that other people are exposing this liar too. Ooh, excuse me. Other people are exposing this liar too. So what is happening here is that you are actually the caveats, or more so you are, we'll say snowball effect. You are the snowball effect in regards to other people feeling very comfortable in regards to what they have went through or what has transpired with this thief here. The common denominator here is the thief. So the thief could be a friend, an ex-friend, an ex-lover, an ex-co-worker, ex-sibling, ex-family member, however it resonates, okay? And this thief feels like that they're under a lot of pressure. Now, this thief has been a thief since they were very young. They have done a lot of, we'll say, daunting things towards other people. Initially, it started with just lies. But once they were able and they felt very comfortable or successful with speaking lies, it actually started to graduate into, we'll say, darker things here. That's normally what happens when someone feels like that they are able to master their MO, whatever their MO is. They feel very comfortable in diving deeper or going darker because they feel like that they'll never get caught. Okay, so that's what's happening, or what has happened with this thief here. This thief has taken from you and from others financially. Thank you for the rules. They have taken from you physically. They had taken from you spiritually. They had taken from you financially. They had taken from you psychologically as well too. They have taken from as much people as they can, so that way they can be seen as the, we'll say, the appointed person of their community here. What is happening here because of you, collective? This is why I always always, 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 I'm going to always advocate in regards to speaking your truth. It's because of you standing up in regards to this thief here or this liar here that you have been speaking out in regards to what you have experienced with this person here. Other people are now actually feeling very comfortable in speaking up, as well as like the Me Too movement. They're speaking up in regards to what they went through as well too. So I mean, it may be hard for you to understand or more so comprehend or more so accept here, but there are actually people that are on your side. Okay, that might sound far-fetched, that might sound very odd or weird, but yes, there are people out here that are actually siding with me here because they realize that this thief slash liar here has done nothing but take from people and lie on people here. So this thief here now feels like their back is against the wall. Okay, they feel like that you are responsible, or you're the reason why that many people are starting to feel more comfortable to speak up and out in regards to what they went through with them, and they want it to stop. So it's actually look, spiritual awakening. We have spiritual awakening here, and the spiritual awakening here is more so we'll say the collective here is now being awakened to what this person has done towards the community. Someone's name is Thomas or Tommy. I'm hearing Power Rangers. Maybe you just watch Power Rangers, or Power Rangers could be your, favorite pastime show to watch, but I'm strongly feeling Power Rangers. We do have Scorpio here. Okay, so you could be a Scorpio, or they could be a Scorpio, however it resonates. But there is a low vibrational Scorpio here that doesn't like the fact that the heat is on them here, and they're doing everything possible to get out of the heat. We do have Gemini here as well too. Okay, and then we also have legal matters here. Can you help with what I'm doing? I'm helping you right now. If you just sit back and allow yourself to listen to the messages that resonate with you, you will receive the help that you need. But if you want more so one-on-one time, then you're going to have to book for a reading. Okay, and that's for Rubes on YouTube. Okay, but yes, yeah, I'm helping you right now. Just listen to what I have to say. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you feel like you need more, then you can go ahead and book a read, okay? So we have Gemini here in legal matters. So there's a Scorpio here with a Gemini, and I do feel, this is what I'm strongly feeling, I do feel like that they work in tandem here to keep their lies hidden from the public here, okay? There are some legal matters here that they don't want to go down for, and they're suffering in silence here. They can't silence you. They can't stop you from speaking out. They can't stop you from putting a face to a name in regards to what they have done to you here. So the reason why other people have been afraid to speak up and out is because I really truly feel that this thief has threatened them. That may have threatened them in more so like a bodily type of harm. If you tell on me, I'm going to do this towards you, or this person may have exert themselves in a position where they kind of feel like that they are untouchable, or they feel like that if someone do expose their lies, that something bad is going to happen to them. I'm not going to dive too deep into this, but I do feel like that this person is they're in some form of a gang. I'm not going to dive too deep into that, okay? But there is some form of some kind of a street gang here, where the street gang is not they're not warm or accepting of the publicity, or more so the heat that this person is bringing here. So this person is really into a lot of street activities here, okay? And other people that are in this street activity here, they're not willing to, they don't want the heat, they don't want the exposure to be on them because of the type of things that they do here, okay? So I'm not going to touch on that. Or I'm not going to dive too deep into that. What is happening here is that this thief slash liar here is realizing that everyone is against them because of how adamant that they were in regards to what they were saying about you. That's not true. Okay, at any point in time, they're willing to discuss, or they're willing to spread lies, malicious lies in regards to you, to people that's more so that deal with street activities. And the reason why, and the reason why that they wanted people to look at you in a different way is because they know that the people that are into street activities, they're more so like a ride or die. That makes sense. And they knew for a fact that if they continue to spread this malicious lies, that eventually that the individuals that are into street activities are going to try to cause some form of harm towards you here. Believe it or not, however it resonates for you, please keep in mind this is a collective read. It's not going to resonate for everybody, okay? But for the ones that do resonate with this, yes, even though they're into street activities here, the people that are into those type of activities are actually realizing that this person, this thief slash liar, is a liar here. We have sneaky. And that's what this thief slash liar did not want to happen here. So it's like they're getting evicted from this street activities, or they're getting evicted from, we'll say, street life. They feel like there's a price on their head, and I strongly feel that, and it's bringing them a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. So they're trying to lay low right now. My God, we have tower moments here. They're trying to lay low here. Let me pull from this deck here. I haven't pulled from this deck in a very long time. Someone's name is Tanisha, Tiny, Tamara, or Tamra. Someone's name could be Kimberly. So you, at one point in time, you were the lifeline or the lifeguard to this person being protected. And the reason why you were the lifeguard or the lifeline to this person is because your energy actually protected them at some point in time, okay? You could have been in a space where maybe you may not have believed what was going on, or maybe you did not want to accept that this person was a very negative person at this time, okay? I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you what I see, okay? But at one point in time, you may have had reservations, or you may have felt undecided in regards to where to place this person in your life, because they kept giving you mixed signals, and it put you in a position as to where you didn't know how to comprehend it at one point in time, okay? Now we have stomach here. This person is sick to their stomach because this person actually turned against you. So it could be a thief slash liar, however it resonates in your story, okay? Someone's last name is Lumberton, 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 okay? Someone's name is Precious or Precious. Someone's name could be Afia, A-F-I-A, or Afua, A-F-U-A. Someone's name is Justin, J-U-S-T-I-N, Justin. Someone's name could be Tyrone as well, or Ty, however it resonates in your story. Again, please keep in mind, this is a collective read. It's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? So you have someone that is sick to their stomach based on the lies that they have said about you. The plot twist here is that they were running back to the street crew that they were connected to here, and they were telling a lot of malicious lies towards the street crew here because they wanted the street crew to come towards you to harm you here. You might not be privy, or you might not be aware as to the type of activities that this liar slash thief is into, but they're heavily into street activities. They wanted the individuals that they communicate with or that they congregate with here, they wanted them to cause some form of a very brutal or abusive, or they wanted to end your life. We're just going to keep it a buck here. We're going to keep it 100% here. They felt like because of you spreading too much truth, that it was putting them in a hot seat that they could not take or they could not sit in, okay? So they're sick to their stomach here because no one is listening to what they have to say. We have judge. They're being on the chopping block here. And for some odd reason, they're trying to blame you for it. They're blaming you for speaking truth. Okay. Okay. They're bringing so much heat to street activities here that there's an actual private investigator that are watching the activities that they do within the street. And individuals that partake in street activities, they don't like pressure, they don't like heat, they don't want 5-0, they don't want the cops, because they consider the cops as ops. And they don't want the cops to be aware as to the type of things that they get into. So at the end of it all, this thief/liar is the weakest link. And we all know what happens to the weakest link. We have an electrician here. Someone could be an electrician. This thief or this liar may be an electrician. They're a clown as well, however it resonates. Maybe you could be an electrician, or you could be going to school or trade school to become an electrician, however it resonates in your story. Someone's name is Samantha or Cynthia. Could be watching Rugrats lately. Yeah, we have red light here. They feel like that they're stuck and they can't get out of this. They feel like that there are people that are watching them. So this thief or liar feels like that there are people that are out for them. That's true. That's very true. They feel like that they can't get a good night's rest. They are always up with anxiety. They escape with modalities of, lower things, if you catch my drift. They insert things within their body to escape the reality that they have created for self. And they just keep strongly blaming you, okay? All you did was speak truth. That's all you did. You didn't cause harm to this person. You didn't put this person in harm's way. You didn't do any of that. All you did was speak truth. This person placed themselves in harm's way with the lies that they spew against or towards you. So they're doing that helicopter language or conversation. They're not getting right to the point. They're not direct in regards to how they speak or how they communicate with other people. It's always around, they dance around the answer, or they dance around the conversation in regards to, who they have the conversation with. This is just an example. Let's just say, hey, the sky is blue, right? No, the sky is green, it's orange, it's not blue. Like, they dance around the question here. And anytime that someone dances around the question, that means that they have something to hide. So someone can ride a motorcycle, okay? This person could be part of a motorcycle community, however it resonates. They don't want the heat on them. I want to make this very clear. Yes, despite them going to individuals that are into street activities here, those individuals don't want any smoke with you, or they don't want to, there's no beef with you, because you're not the one that's causing anything towards them. They don't know you from a can of paint. You don't know them from a can of paint. So there's no beef between the individuals that are into street activities with you. That makes sense? The thief/liar, we're trying to be the third party here, and we're trying to get them to go against you here, but it's not working. So they're asking the right questions in regards to this thief/liar here, and they're on their heel, and they can't take that. If at one point in time, please keep in mind, this is a collective read. If at one point in time you were dealing with someone that were into street activities here, this person may have attempted to lace your food or your drinks here. And the reason why they wanted to lace your food or your drinks here is because you were speaking too much truth. And they felt as though if they were to lace your nourishment of things, that it was going to shift the way that you saw them, appearance-wise. because they wanted you to come off as insane or not well or unwell, okay? I'm hearing Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. Call him. I keep hearing Tyrone. Someone's name could be Ty Lynn. So there's a jacket here, okay? And I feel like this person get cool points when they attempt to set people up. Have they been successful with that? Yes, they have. They've been very successful with tying people up into street activities. They have been very successful in tying innocent people to be harmed. So this person has multiple M's, at least 3 M's, if you catch my drift. Red rum, okay? Red rum. Change the letters around and you hopefully you catch what I'm saying here, okay? But they've been able to duck and dodge responsibilities of getting people lined up or set up here. There are at least 3 M's that are confirmation that's going to be resurfaced or is resurfacing now. They use other people to get other people hurt or harmed. It's just bringing too much heat to a city or bringing too much heat to a neighborhood. They don't like that at all. Someone goes to a, hopefully you know what this means, abandoned house, an abandoned house, okay? An abandoned house is basically where people do dark things within a home. Hopefully you guys have seen the movie New Jack City. And Pookie, perfect example, Pookie was chasing a certain vice. And Pookie would do whatever he needed to do to ensure that he was able to get that hit, okay? There's a lot of things that happen within an abandoned house or a bando house, okay? Now that this thief is liar is being seen as a thief or liar, they're pulling away and they don't know who to trust. They feel like that their life is not safe. And I have to say it, that their life is not safe. Okay? Someone's name is Amanda or Amber. Winston, Walter. Someone's name is Karina, C-A-R-I-N-A, Karina. You could be for Covina, California. I'm hearing Covina, C-O-V-I-N-A, Covina. That could be your name, however it resonates. This person was into dark street life and they wanted to lace your food or your nourishment with certain things. They were successful with another person in regards to lacing their nourishment with certain things here. And they actually emmed, hopefully you catch my drift, they emmed this person. They did. So this MO of this thief or liar here is that they look for people who they assume is naive. They look for people who they assume is not that intelligent in, intellect. They look for people who they feel don't have any type of backing or background in regards to a family dynamic. They look for people who they feel like are by themselves. And I do feel like that this person thought that you would become their next victim. So this is a serial unaliver that we're speaking about here, okay? But they use other people to unalive others, to keep their hands clean. This thief or liar. This could be an ex-girlfriend, an ex-boyfriend, an ex-spouse, an ex-lover, however it resonates. This is more so romantically, okay? They're notorious for lining people up or for setting people up here. Yes, the community is aware because it's not the first time that they have done this. There are other people that they have done this to here, and other people are speaking out in regards to the experience that they've experienced. So an example would be whoever this thief/liar is. That happened to me too. They did that towards me too. They took my money. They made me poor. I lost my house. I lost my car. I lost my footing in life, whatever the case may be here. But there are too many overwhelming evidence or proof of what this person has been doing to other people here. Have they been successful? Yes, they have. They've been very successful, but not with you. I keep hearing Tyrone. Someone's name is Tyrone. So we're just going to use the name Tyrone because that's what I keep hearing. This energy of the name of Tyrone or Ty felt like that they can use they can exert their power in regards to some form of a fear or scare tactic. Roar, roar, yeah, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do that to you. Like they use fear, or fear was their number one tool in their arsenal to make you afraid of them. They needed you to be afraid of them by any means necessary. And the only thing that they had was fear. Well, what happens if you take away fear? Oh, we going to church today. Oh, we going to church today, boo. What happens if you take away fear from the person that's attempting to induce it onto you? What else do they have left? Nothing. If all they've mastered, if their primary MO is nothing but fear and you yank it away from them, what else do they have left? Nothing. Learn how to be able to remove the mask of individuals in regards to the MO that they have mastered. They know for a fact that you're not afraid of them. Afraid of what? Afraid of death? We all are promised death. We're promised birth and we're promised death. Those are two things that we cannot get away from. All of us, including me. Okay? So when you standing up close to them and you telling them that you're not afraid of them, it makes them afraid. What do you mean you're not afraid of me? What do you mean you're not afraid of me? I run with the streets. I do this and I do that. Okay, that's what you do. What you eat don't make me poo. What you eat don't make me poo. Whatever you decide that you need to do for self, that's not going to affect me. So what else you got? I'm going to say it again. Street life is much different. It's very different than spiritual life. With street life, you're not aware, or you are putting yourself or placing yourself in the unknown and you don't know what could potentially happen. But with the spiritual world or the spiritual life, if you allow yourself to be guided, that higher, bigger body of energy within self is always going to keep you out of trouble. So street life is definitely much, much, much more different than spiritual life. I don't care what you do in the streets. You would never top my discernment of self, ever. Learn and be okay with stripping people of the things that they have mastered in a negative way. Strip them clean. Strip them to their birthday suit. Oh, you tough, right? Well, let me strip these things away from you. Let's see how tough that you are. You're dealing with an individual that is afraid to pre-transition. You, on the other hand, you're not. Because it's promised to all of us. So why in the hell would you be afraid of something that is promised to all of us, especially when you're not causing harm to other people? They thought that if they place death in your face, that was supposed to make you to cower and to be afraid of them. Try again. Normally, the ones that are doing things behind your back is the ones that are normally afraid of the harsh consequences of what they have done to other people. They are the ones that are afraid. Let's keep it real here. You ain't caused it to other people, so why in the world would you be afraid of something that you're not causing to other people? This is the type of individual that wanted you to disconnect from God, higher source, higher power, divine, Krishna, Buddha, however way y'all do y'all beautiful thing. They look at the divine as a form of an enemy or a form of an ops. Well, why'd you say that? Because you know too much based on what that divine or the divinity of self has been telling you. So to be honest here, frankly, this person is afraid of you because of what you know in regards to what they have been doing, not only to self, but to other innocent people. Hey, Nidra. People who are afraid of you are going to do everything possible to make you afraid of them. Let me say that again. People who are afraid of you are going to do everything possible to make you afraid of them because they don't want you to see them sweat. They don't want you to see that they're nervous. They don't want you to see that they are crying behind the scenes, behind this thin layer of BS that they're trying to hide or cower behind. Again, if you strip everything away from them, what do they have left? Nothing but the truth of self. And we all know that people who live a constant lie, a constant life of lies, and you strip away the lies from them and all they have left is the truth, they're always 10 times out of 10, 100% out of 100%, they're going to self-destruct. That's something that I have studied for many years and is a consistent pattern that I have seen in psychopaths or individuals that may be very low vibrational. Strip them of the thing that they feel so comfortable in the dark with, and they are left with nothing but themselves. And we all know that when they're left with nothing but self, they have nothing of self. And they show you that all the time. Afraid of this? What exactly should we be afraid of? Honestly and truthfully, what exactly should we be afraid of? Lies? Well, it's not true. So what you being afraid of lies for? Them attempting to hurt you? You haven't realized that the reason why people hurt you is because they're guilty of the truth that you speak. They're guilty that people see them for the lies that they are. I can only speak for myself. Me, Adana, I can only speak for myself. There's not a mother that I'm afraid of on this earth. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how brolic you are. I don't care what type of activities you into. You will never place fear in my heart. Especially when I have the consistency and the connection to the divine. You will never place fear in my heart. Try harder. And if we all are aware that death is what is promised to all of us, absolutely, I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of death because I'm not causing it to other people. That's why I can live my life so freely. Because I know I can sleep well in my bed at night knowing I'm not causing harm or chaos to other people. So again, what exactly do they want you to be afraid of? Of them? Someone that's hiding behind other people, someone that is cloaking behind other people, someone that is lying to you towards other people. Why do they need other people to destroy you? But they call themselves real. They say that they're real all the time. And the moment that you call upon their fakeness of reality, they want to cause harm towards you. If you were to send this person into a war, enlist them into the military, they wouldn't be able to handle that. They wouldn't be able to handle the backlash, knowing the fact that other people are against them. They hate the fact that you're very militant, and for whoever resonates, they hate the fact of your tenacity or your integrity of being very strong. They hate your truth. They hate you. Let's just call it what it is. We don't give a flying F. F, G, H, I, J, K, or L. We don't give a flying F what they don't like about us, collectively speaking. We don't care. They show it in their actions daily by clicking up amongst other people who they feel is stronger than them to subdue you. Imagine this, eh? They feel so strong or strongly against you that they need other people to position themselves to feel like they're stronger than you, and they're not. They need a group of people to feel stronger than you. And those same individuals, that same group of people that they have attempted to turn against you, are now turning against them. So now what, karmic? Now what, boo? Your turn, your move. And the beautiful thing about this is that we are aware of the move that they're getting ready to make before they even decide to take the move that they want to take. Understand your power and understand it well. Understand who the F that you are very well. Understand who you are, collective. And never ever stray against from you. I can't stand a person that wants to cloak themselves in the dark. I cannot stand that. I'm telling you, as a Libra moon, I cannot stand that. Ain't no way you can hate somebody with such vigor and you can't even face them because you hate them that much. You already showed me the blueprint as to who you are, karmic. And I'm telling you, you don't put no fear in my heart. I'm telling you this. plain talk, bad freaking manners. You don't put no fear in my heart. I don't care who you send towards me. Stand up for yourself if you claim to be very powerful as you claim to be. And we all know that you're not. You're only fooling yourself. You ain't fooling us. You're fooling yourself. I'm just saying. These are the same individuals that wanted to disconnect you from a bigger body of energy, however that resonates for you. God, Jesus, universe, etc., etc. That ain't real. Why you always praying to God? Why you always praying to the universe? That ain't real. Well, how come I always pray to God and they don't never hear my pleas, or they never hear my prayers? Because of the foolishness in regards to what you doing. That God is within yourself. The energy is within yourself, within your heart space. Your heart and your mental space. They're not able to connect to the mental part or aspects, or the physical or the emotional aspect of self. They don't know anything about that. Me speaking this towards you, collective, it's jargon towards them. It's incoherent. They don't understand what I'm saying towards them. So because they don't understand where I'm coming from, they feel it's in their right to place you in a position as to where you can't comprehend or understand in regards to where they're coming from. That's how people succumb with their life. This is how people life or light is extinguished. And I'm here to tell you, divine collective, the ones that's on the right side of things, don't let a nasty MFer extinguish your light. Don't allow anyone to attempt to put or place dirt or to your light. Don't allow anyone to bury you into something that's not meant for you. You are worthy. You are worthy. But you have to see that. Not what he say, she say, them say. Not the gossip. How do you feel about yourself? That's the question that you should ask yourself. How do you feel about yourself? You don't feel well, you don't like yourself? Okay. We're not here to judge you, boo. The first part in acknowledging the things that you don't like about yourself is a great thing for you to help you to get on the good path or the greater path of self. So I'm not going to be here to judge you. I'm just going here to guide you back onto that path, that golden path of self, so you can see things in the way that you need to see things. That just means you have to work on your shadows, and that's okay. This is a safe space for you. But an individual that don't like you, they got a gossip behind your back and expecting for things to fall, and they waiting patiently. Why the collective ain't falling? Why ain't nobody go towards the collective? Why isn't the collective hurt? Because it's not supposed to happen. Just because somebody wish something amongst you does not mean it has to manifest. People wish a lot of negative things on me all the time. And just because they do, don't mean it's going to come through, it's going to manifest. My spirit team got me 100%, 1,000,000%. My deities, my spirit guides, my ancestors got me 1,000,000%. That bigger body of energy, that universal energy that I connect to daily got me 1,000,000%, and ain't not a nasty, smelly MFer is going to disconnect me from that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you have. I don't care what you say. Not a MF soul on this earth is going to disconnect me from that energy, from my heart space. Nobody. This person is using money, currency, and energy to destroy you. Knowing that money is nothing but a tool, it's an energetic source. And the moment that you realize that, the moment that you're going to be able to shift the dynamic of your perception, and it's going to elevate it even higher. They don't like the fact that you can elevate amongst the chaos. They don't like the fact that you can elevate amongst the foolishness. They don't like it. They have no connection to source. Granted, they have no connection to source. So why would you feel that they can beat you when they don't have any connection to source? Connect to source. Connect to self. Make sure that your Wi-Fi of self is always updated daily. I have an iPhone. I don't like updating my iPhone. I'm going to be very honest. I'm like, why I got to keep updating this? And this is metaphorically and figuratively speaking. There'll be times where the iPhone will actually force itself to update. Because I'm like, why I got to keep updating? I hate it. But I understand. Because I need to be able to keep up with the times. I need to be kept abreast as to what is happening within the world. And this iPhone allows me, metaphorically, figuratively speaking, allows me to be able to connect in a way that I need to be able to stay abreast as to what is happening with the updates. The Wi-Fi of self. And the more that I realize, metaphorically, figuratively speaking, the more that I am strongly connected to the Wi-Fi of self, the more I realize that I'm going to always be safe, because my intuition, my discernment is always going to save my life. My intuition and discernment save my life. Facts. Spirituality saved my life. I was in a very, very dark place. And I didn't understand why I was in that dark place until I realized that, hey, I need to connect more to the inner guidance of self. However way y'all do y'all thing. And the moment I realized that, oh, wow, this is really real. Because at one point in time, I didn't believe that it was real because of the conditioned terms that I was raised to understand that this was something that was fake or false. And people who truly feel you connecting to a bigger body of source or the energy of self, or however it resonates for you, when people realize that you are turning inward of self and realizing that this is what it is, it's really real, they're doing everything possible to disconnect you. This is where the paraphernalia comes in. The vices come in. The sexual encounters come in. The frivolous sexual encounters come in. You being around negative individuals that will lower your vibrations. They know exactly what they're doing. And they hate the fact that you're able to connect to the energy of self, or more so, however way y'all do y'all thing. They hate the fact that you can connect. They hate your discernment. Why are you listening to that energy? You're crazy. You're this, you're that. They have to see it to believe it. That's how they live life. If they can't see it, they can't believe it. But they're being made a strong believer now because of the things that they're going through, and they can't understand, or they can't fathom as to why they're going through what they're going through. You have every right to speak the truth of self. However that resonates for you, you have every right to speak the truth of self. Don't allow anyone to take that away from you. The more truthful that you are of self, the more you're going to thrive in this world. I'm telling you. I got firsthand testimony and facts in regards to that. The more truthful that you are of self, the more your life is going to be. It's going to be on ease control. It's going to be on cruise control. Never allow anyone to persuade you to go against yourself. That discernment is always going to save your life. Those moments when somebody asks you, hey, you want to go out? You want to do this? You want to do that? And your spirit telling you, yeah, your spirit literally calling, literally bellowing at you, hey, don't go nowhere. Don't go around that person. You're like, yeah, nah, I don't want to go nowhere. And they're trying to get you to override or supersede your intuition, your discernment, to go against yourself, to go with them. You ever had a moment when you actually go against your discernment and you actually went out with that person and something bad happened? You're like, man, I should have listened to your discernment. The first thing here that you should always do, two things: protect yourself and trust yourself. Trust the discernment of self. Trust the discernment of self. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, your life will be so much better. I'm telling you, because I lived it. I always say my mentor saved my life. Yes, she did. I give nothing but honor and respect to her. Yes, I love her to pieces. Because I didn't understand why things are happening the way that it happened or was happening. Because I wasn't connected to self. I had many different warnings that were coming in. I'm like, man, what is that? No, I didn't trust myself because I was conditioned to be in a position to not trust myself. I allowed other people at that time to guide me, but they were guiding me into a form of self-destruction. Yes, they were. And that's something that I had to come to terms with. That was something that I had to swallow for self. I'm not afraid to speak up about my shortcomings. I'm not. They want you to be short of self. They want you to go against self. They want you to ignore all of the warnings against self. And that would never happen for me. And I hope it don't happen for you. I hope that you see yourself so worthy that you have no choice but to believe the things that are coming to self, meaning the messages or the discernment that comes to self. I truly hope you believe in yourself that much that you give yourself that much love that you allow your discernment to guide you away from foolishness. This is what's saving your life. The discernment of self. The connection of self. And they can't stand that. Who the fuck are you to listen to self? You need to listen to me. I'm telling you this, I'm telling you that. No, listen to self. Listen to the guidance of self. If your spirit team, your guide, ancestor spirit, however y'all do y'all thing, that spirit's coming to you and nudging you and telling you, don't do that. I hope that you listen to self and not others. There's a reason why there's so many people in the dark. Because they can't do what you can do. Connect. Go outside, touch grass. That's a real thing. What do you mean touch grass? Go outside and touch grass. Allow your bare feet to connect to the earth. The earth is a battery. In many different ways, however way you want to use that. But the earth allows you to connect, allows you to recharge. And they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to refill the battery of self. They want you to deplete your battery, give it to them, so they can control your life. It's like a rechargeable battery that's recharging. And you are that battery. And once the battery recharges, here you go. Here's my recharge battery. You're giving it away. You're just giving it away to people. Don't do that. Someone's name is Persephone. It takes years for conditions to put you in a position where you may feel stuck or stagnant. It's levels to this. It may have started within the nuclear family of your home, where they condition you to do certain things, to condition you to be a certain thing, so you could never find yourself. This is why you may feel like a lot of people are up against you, because they can't do what you do, connect to self. First and foremost, always ensure that you protect self. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, always make sure that you are top priority of self. Always. You first, other people second or last. They are against you. Ban says on Instagram, I feel like a lot of people are against me. They are against you because you are connected to self. Don't let that go over your head. Those aha moments, those inspired moments, those weird, odd messages that you receive, you be like, you're talking to someone and you know for a fact that they lying. Your spirit telling you, literally, you hear in your mind they lying. No, they ain't lying. They ain't lying. That's your team. Your spirit, your discernment is telling you that, hey, something is off here. Not everyone can connect the way that you can connect. And they feel because you can connect, that makes you a target. Because you can connect, because you can see them for the filth that they are. Why should you put your life in harm's way because they can't do something that you can do? Why? Ask yourself that question. Something that comes to you so freely towards you, that is helping to guide you out of trouble into safety. Why should you be punished for that? Ask yourself these hard questions, because that helps you to determine or decipher or to dig deeper towards the truth. You have to dig deep to get to the truth. Lies are very superficial. Lies are at the top. Lies are vanity. It's very vain. But the ones that take their time to actually go deeper within themselves, that's where you really truly find the raw truth of self. Is it going to hurt? Yes, it's going to hurt. Because that's what the truth do. It hurts, but it is a catalyst to help you come out of that hurt. That's up to you. It's up to you. We have teeth here. Someone is lying through their teeth. Somebody may have lost teeth. They want you to think. They're trying to label you as insane and crazy because you're listening to self. Hear that and hear that well. They're trying to label you as insane or crazy because you're listening to the intuition of self. You're listening to the discernment of self. You're freaking crazy to do that. Hear that. For putting yourself first? For placing yourself as top priority? Come on. Stay away from individuals in that nature. They don't want anything good for you. And if they know that you're very strong-minded or very strong-willed, this is where the vices come in. Here, just take that. You need a drink. You're too high-strung. You always so happy and perky. Take a drink. You need to relax. You need to this. You need to that. Anything that's going to misguide you from the aspects of self. They pray to this higher source. They manifested to this higher source. They may have stated mantras to this higher self. Thank you. And they did not get the response, and they did not get the typical response in regards to what you may have received. They don't listen. They just pray about something and they're like, oh, and the message comes to them or the answer comes to them and they completely ignore it. And when they see that you are connected with self and you're constantly, consistently elevating, they can't comprehend or understand why is this happening for you, but not for them. This is why most people attempt to put other people in harm's way, because they can't understand how you're able to get out of the dark spot that they are currently placed in. Stay out of dark spots. Stay out of people's hair. Stay out of people's BS. Stay out of it. The moment that you listen to self, the moment that you connect with self is the moment that they become scary. Not you, they do. Everything is a distraction. TV, radio, gossip pages, blog pages. You don't realize that when you're watching certain pages or blog pages, it's nothing but negativity. It's to bring your awareness down so you can't connect to self. And you need to be in a position or in a high position so that way you can connect more to self. That's something that I had to learn. I completely disconnected from all gossip pages and blog pages because that's when I realized, I'm like, yo, it's nothing but negativity on here. You're talking about the worst of the worst things that people are going through. And yes, people go through what they go through, absolutely. But when they're using it as a form of a pawn or they're using it as a form of a catalyst to put you in that position, that's when I realized, yeah, that ain't for me. That's why I don't watch TV. Like, you really have to literally fight me down to sit down and watch TV. And if I do watch TV, it's the older things like the Wild Thornberries, the Rugrats, like older things that I can more so resonate with, not this new stuff. Because I get very irritated very quickly with TV. I'm like, yeah, no. I'd rather music. I love to write. I like to read. I'd rather those type of things. Pay attention to what you digest within your beautiful mind. Are you growing weeds within your mind, or are you growing flowers within your mind? What are you growing within your mind? Yes, Miss Universal says that's literally the job of the celebrity world, to distract you from paying attention to you. And you haven't realized that most celebrities, these toxic blogs, are centered around celebrities. They won't highlight the greatness of the celebrity that, you know, that they want to celebrate. They only highlight the lows of the celebrities. I don't want that. I'm not going to digest that information. It doesn't resonate with me. They don't highlight the great things or aspects of these celebrities, because celebrities are known or placed in a position to where people see them for their greatness, their singing abilities, their dancing abilities, their whatever, however, their dancing abilities, whatever the case may be. They don't highlight that. They highlight the lows of a celebrity. And if that's all, if that's all you need to be to become a celebrity, I don't want that. Stay away from, I don't want that. If you can only highlight my negativity or the negative aspect of self, I don't want that. Because that tells me that you don't want the best for me. You just want to see me crash and burn because you don't want me to be at a celebratory or celebrity state. I ain't got time for that. I just don't. I'm just saying. There's something that I've realized. We got false person here. And this thief is liar here is realizing that not only are you seeing them to be a false person, other people are seeing them to be a false person. This person was a so-called celebrity in their community. And nobody is seeing them as such anymore. People are seeing them as a false person that they are. I watch game shows too, absolutely. I sure do. My favorite show is Press Your Luck from the 70s. I like the older shows. I'm just an old soul. No whammy, no whammy, stop. Yes. I like The Price is Right. I do. So if that's what it takes to become a celebrity, I don't want that foolishness. I just don't. Stay away from me with that. I just don't. We have bad health here in family room. Yeah, this thief, well, this liar is afraid of you because of the truth that you speak. All they known for the majority of their life was nothing but lies. And here you come with your la-di-da self. What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean there's a different way? Wait, what do you mean that's the truth? No, wait, what do you mean? Wait, you're able to debunk my lies with truth? Yes, heifer. Yes, we can. This is why they are afraid of you. Because you can debunk their lies with truth. No one has ever done it before. They've never experienced it before. And here you come. La-di-da. How dare you rip the mask off my face? How dare you make me face the truth of reality? And most people are living in illusions. And the moment that their illusion is ripped away from them or taken away from them in a very toxic or hostile way, the only thing left that they feel that they have is some form of violence or putting someone in a fear position. Child, please. I got to be afraid of you because your illusion was taken away from you. You got me all the way chopped. All the way chopped. And I'm not taking responsibility for anybody whose illusions were taken away from them. You got me chopped. All the way. I'm not responsible for your illusions, karmic. You are. Because you're the one that's creating it. I live in truth. I speak truth. I walk truth. I live truth. I speak nothing but truth. I welcome the harsh truth. As I said, I'm a Scorpio. Give me the truth. Don't lie to me. I cannot stand a liar. And I mean what I say. I cannot stand a liar. Don't come around me with no foolishness when it comes to lies. That will piss me clean off. I'm being very honest with you. I cannot stand a liar. Because a liar it goes hand in hand or in tandem with a thief. If you lie, you can steal. And if you can steal, you probably can unalive. And I ain't gonna trust you. Stay away from me. I mean what I say. Stay far away from me. If you want to lie, stay away from me. Because the moment that you come into my space and you are lying, I will expose you. I don't care who you are. Stay far away from me. I don't like liars. And I make that very clear every chance that I get. Message of concern. They can't stop you. Well, what are we going to do? They're speaking nothing but truth. There's nothing that you can do. You can't harm the truth with lies. You cannot. You can try. Many have attempted, but what happens when they try? They failed. Because the moment that you speak truth is the moment that you trigger them so profound within themselves that they do nothing but self-destruct. Your truth does that. You ain't got to touch them. You ain't got to say, speak your truth. Oh, they're speaking truth. What am I going to do? I can't take it. Oh, well, stop speaking lies then if you can't take the truth. Stop speaking lies. Take accountability for the lies that you spewed. Karmic. I can't stand a dirty, foul front, karmic. I cannot. I can't stand it. I truly can't. They piss me off to no end. Now they in despair. For what reason? Because you're spreading truth, you're spreading lies. And you want to hurt people because you want to continue to spread lies. I was in a very compromising position with my ex-boyfriend. I call it brass teeth. That person name is brass teeth. He had gold in his mouth, but to me, it just wasn't real gold. So I call it brass teeth. And in the moment, he kept lying and lying and lying. He was one that would connect to my mother. And I told him before, I said, hey, my mom is not a good person. Stay away from it. He didn't believe what I had to say. So he believed what my mother had to say. And he will always be riling up and angry like a T-Rex. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like that? And the moment that he placed his hand on my neck in front of my son, I swear all the blood rushed to my head. I'm telling you here. All the blood rushed to my head when that nasty, foul mouth, brass teeth MF put his hands on my neck. I told myself that day, I said, I vow to ensure anybody that lie on me, I am going to be on them like whites on rice. I vow to myself that I will continuously expose these liars for what they are. That MFer don't even realize that was the catalyst. I always spoke truth. But that nasty MFer to put his nasty hands around my neck, it just sent chills down my fucking spine. Don't you ever put your hands on me, ever. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Because this Scorpio energy me go very dark when you attempt to go up against me, and I will make sure and upset your blighted spirit every chance I get. I will never have to put my hands on you, but I know how harsh and brash in regards to how much truth I speak. I will always upset your blighted spirit. For my son to see a degenerate of trash put their hands on my neck, I'm telling you here, that pissed me off to no freaking end. Now that coward blighted of an MFer don't know his front from his back, afraid of the world, can't even come outside. Because I tap into that energy all the time to see what's going on. And the moment he realized that I wasn't afraid of him is the moment he realized that he made the biggest mistake of his life when he went against me. When I say what I say. I have no fear in my heart. Death don't fear me. I am the epitome of a Scorpio. I've been through so many layers of death. That shit don't scare me. Not one fucking, it don't scare me at all. I mean what I say. And I told him when the police came that night, I went close to him by his ear. I told him, I said, you ain't seen nothing yet. I told him that in a very, very, very low monotone tone. I said, you ain't seen nothing yet. And now he's seeing exactly what I mean. I'm coming for everybody. Every person that was involved in my demise are coming for everybody with the truth. I mean what I say. Front line with it. You can step however you need to step. I'm ready for it. Ain't no way you're going to stop me from speaking the truth. You got me all the way effed up. All the way effed up. And that nasty brass tooth, the way I want to cuss it, it's learning not to F with me. Especially when my son saw me in that position, in that predicament. No way. No way. You want to fear something? Fear the truth that I'm speaking. I'm not fearing any lies because I don't resonate with lies. I resonate with truth. And because I resonate with truth, I ain't got nothing to be afraid of. They do though. And if I know that you are afraid of the truth being spoken, I'm going to continuously upset your spirit. Plain talk, bad manners. It is what it is. We have imprisonment here. Imprisonment that they can't get out of. Someone's name is Tawanda, Tabitha. This person has bigger fish to fry. And the bigger fish that they have to fry is the community of people that they initially lied to. And because they lied so much on you here, it's bringing heat towards this community of people that they did not want. So who's the one that's on the chopping block here? This person from the past, not you. Well, you lied and you said and you said and you said. Well, why would you say that? They have no words to say. Crickets. Crickets. They can't come out the lie that they created for self. And that's what's being exposed. The moon. We also have the 10 of Swords here. 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords. I tell you this, nobody is taking the life that I created for self away from me. I say that very strongly within myself. No one is taking away the life that I created for self. I'm going to say it again. They created a battle when it should have been a war. They're only ready for battle, but they're not ready for war. And anybody that come up against me is complete war that you're coming up against. I don't do battles. I'll do a war with you. But if you're coming up against me, you'll never win against me. Because I know for a fact them lies would never, ever win against the truth that I speak daily. So continue to speak the lies and spew the lies in regards to what you need to say. It will never, ever, ever supersede the truth that I speak, that I walk daily. Period. Battles are a form of lies. War is truth. Consistently with war, you have to speak the truth. Consistently, you have to put your boots on and tie up your boots and be at the forefront of the battle that they created. Imagine a battle versus a war. Who you think gonna win? A battle? They have to continuously up their armor of lies just to attempt to stay afloat with the war that they created. And ain't nobody beating a war against me, especially with lies. I'll stamp that really hard. Really hard. Ain't not an MF for coming up against me with no freaking battle of lies. You got me all the way chopped. Period. That's all I got to say. I'm just saying. Got Libra here. Leo. Capricorn. Aquarius. Capricorn. Damn, Aquarius. Strong Aquarius, strong Capricorn. Gemini. Scorpio. I'm going to do 2 more. Virgo. Leo. If that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day, an afternoon, a night, wherever you are. Be great in whatever it is that you do. Always be truthful to self. If you don't take anything else from me, take these 2 things from me. Always protect yourself with the truth of self. Always protect yourself with the truth of self. And despite no matter how many people that try to come up against you with lies, the truth will always prevail. The truth will always prevail. I love you guys. Have a great day wherever you are. And I will see y'all on the next one. Thank you, TikTok. Bye, Instagram. I'm not going to save this live. I'm going to put it on YouTube. You're going to have to rewatch it on YouTube. But you are so loved, Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, YouTube. Mwah. You are loved as well, too. Thank you so much for being here. It is truly appreciated. Thank you so much for the immense support. You are truly appreciated, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for your warm support, for your shares, your word of mouth, your comments. I love you guys. You are truly appreciated, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all be out there. Y'all be great, all right? Talk to y'all soon.